everyone, and welcome to another segment of AstrologyAnswers.com's Weekly Horoscope. My name is Terence Guardino. On Sunday, August the 26th, it's the full moon that brought a lot of emotions to a head, a time of culmination, spilling into the beginning of the week. On Monday, August 27th, ambitious, energetic Mars that has been on hold, stuck, frustrated, being in its retrograde motion for 2 months, is now releasing and moving forwards. It's also releasing a great deal of pent-up energy for some of you. But now we can start progressing further, going after our goals. Our work will seem easier. Maybe a part of it has been that if you're in the northern latitudes, all the summer doldrums and the doldrums and the heat waves, that's all dissipating. So now we have more energy to get on with pursuing our work and our goals. Now, on that day, Monday the 27th into Tuesday, decision-making, communication, Mercury is going to be triggering expansive Jupiter. Now there's good and there's a little bit of a warning. The good is what you're thinking about, what's on your mind. You're feeling so much more optimistic. You're looking at your long-range plans. But you see, it's in tension with Jupiter. And Jupiter can overinflate. And part of that might be triggered because now all that pent-up, frustrated Mars energy is being released. And now all the eclipse energy is winding down. So this has been a really unstable, anxiety-provoking couple of months. And many of us might be feeling this release that we can get back to our lives, and that's where we could be having these overinflated expectations. So if you just stay grounded, realistic, then with the Mercury-Jupiter, you can start making your travel plans. You could be going back to school. That's all that Mercury-Jupiter. You certainly could be feeling a lot more hopeful about the future, and all that Mars energy is being released. Like I said, don't let it get overblown, and you'll be okay. Now, let's just quickly go through how this Mars energy could be affecting your sun sign or your rising sign. Because it had been in Aquarius, but it retrograded back into the end of Capricorn. So where Capricorn falls in your chart? Well, let's start with Capricorns. Having ambitious Mars starting to move forwards in your sign, this is when you're going to be initiating new projects. You're feeling more confident to take the lead, and so you're just feeling more dynamic and confident. For Aquarius or Aquarius rising, however, the Mars in Capricorn is in your shadow sector. So there's still this holding pattern, or could be positive for a lot of preparation. And Mars is, by a couple of weeks later, around mid-September, it's moving into Aquarius anyhow. So this might just be for Aquarians a time of getting more ready, developing more, studying more. Pisces, it's in your sector of friendship, so there might be more networking, more socializing, but it can also be where you're feeling more confident to pursue your goals. For Aries, the Mars in Capricorn is jump-starting your career sector. So you're really wanting to launch new work projects, start a new job, feeling very assertive, wanting to take the lead. Taurus rising, it's in your 9th house of travel, of higher education, of marketing, these in even legal matters. These are all areas that you're feeling forceful to progress. Gemini, it's in your 8th house. The 8th house deals with joint ventures, your financial obligations, loans. You could be feeling more assertive to go and have more activity in those areas. Cancer, it's in your 7th house of partnerships, marriage, contracts. This, so again, this is a great time that you could have this confidence, making cold calls. It's also a good time to clear the air of any resentment and starting fresh with relationships of all kinds. After Cancer is Leo, it's in your 6th house of work. Good time to be learning new work skills, starting a new job, or just getting ready for a busy work cycle. Virgo, it's in your 5th house of children, of fun and games, of pleasures, of sport. It's a very pleasurable time. It's the sector of recreational activities. And Mars, this would be a great time to be playing with your children, or to be playing with sports, or just to be setting up a vacation. And for Libra rising, it's all in the 4th house of home and family. You could be moving, you could be repairing, you could be remodeling, or organizing a lot of activities with family. And with Scorpio rising, it's in the sector of communications and classes and sales. You might be very active with meetings, with going on job interviews, but really you could be feeling very forceful when you're trying to sell yourself or sell your ideas or products. And finally, Sagittarius. The Mars in Capricorn is in your 2nd house of income. So now you're ready to go after ways of increasing your income, maybe even asking for a raise, but it certainly gives you the confidence to negotiate financial deals. So that's an overview of how this Mars is releasing its energy for all the 12 signs. Before I sign off, I want to remind you I'm available for the 1-question offer for a nominal fee. You can find a direct link to sign up in the description box under the video, and the time of birth is always important. I want to thank you for tuning in. I hope to see you next week with my next segment. Until then, have a great week.